Hey, Nina, I just want to let you know that I won't need dinner today again.
What? You don't need dinner again? You haven't been eating at home at all this week.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help it, because I have to work overtime again.
You're working overtime again? But why is this happening so frequently these days? Because I know you didn't have to work as much and weren't so busy before.
Oh, I don't know, so don't blame me. If you have complaints, can you just say that directly to my company? Because I honestly don't even want to work overtime either, you know.
Well, I hope you don't have to work over the weekends, do you? Because Mia's saying that she wants to go to the new shopping mall. It seems that Mia's favorite comedians are coming to the opening anniversary event. She's been looking forward to this event for such a long time. So you'll be able to take her there this weekend, right?
Did you just say it's this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I won't be able to take her there because I have to go out.
But you don't have to work over the weekends, right?
No, I don't have to actually work, but I promised to go fishing with my boss.
What? You're going fishing?
Yeah, that's right. It seems my boss has gotten into fishing these days, and you know that since I used to go often, I know pretty much about fishing, right? So my boss asked me to go with him and teach him how to fish.
So you're actually trying to go fishing in this time of season? I assume you should know about this better than I do, but isn't it not the best season for new beginners to start fishing? The water temperature is low, and even if you go, I think you'll just have to come home getting nothing.
But I can't refuse this because my boss wants to go. And even if we can't get anything, that's totally okay. Once he thinks fishing is boring, then he won't ask me to go again, right? And I might be able to put an end to this.
Well, that may be true.
So that's why I need you to take Mia to the shopping mall over the weekend. And I'll probably go out for some drinks after that, so I'll come home late at night.
Alright then. But please try to stay home with us on Sunday, because I need you to come with us to buy foods at the supermarket. And I've noticed that recently you haven't had any time to talk with Mia, haven't you? I understand that you may be busy, but you should at least make some quality time with the family.
What? Are you saying that I have to spend my few days off from work with the family?
Well, you are going out on Saturday to go out fishing, so I think it's fair that you stay at home for at least one day on the weekends.
Hey, Nina, listen to me. I'm so stressed out every day at work, it's impossible for me to spend my free days off from work just for the family, okay? I have things I want to do on my own, too.
That's exactly the same situation for me, you know. Every day ends with household chores, my part-time job, and parenting. Though Mia has gotten big enough to handle things on her own, I still don't have my own free time.
Besides the time you're at your part-time job, you basically get to stay at home. So I believe the situation is totally different since I always have to work outside of home.
Even though my working hours are actually shorter than yours, it's the same situation that I don't have any free time of my own.
Oh, this conversation's getting so ridiculous. I guess you just don't understand what men are going through and how tough things are for me at work. Not just on working days, but I'm also going all the way sacrificing my weekends to keep company for my boss, you know? So there's absolutely no time for me to just relax, and I'm really stressed out every day. So don't you ever think that you're in the same situation as me, since you only work a few hours a week.
Well, I'm only saying that I want you to spend a little more quality time with the family.
Don't you see that I'm coming right home every day after work? So I do think I'm already doing enough for the family in this situation. And who do you think is working and feeding you and the whole family? If you have any time to object to me, well then let me say something to you too. If you're staying in the house so much, why can't you even do the chores properly? That's basically a big part of your responsibility, but I do have some complaints about that.
For your information, I am doing the chores.
Well, I don't think so. The other day when I came home, the laundry was piled up in the living room. Can't you just fold the laundry before going to sleep? It's just a really simple task, and I think you're being too lazy these days.
Well, I'm sorry about that. But I want you to know that things were pretty hectic at that time. Mia was actually catching a cold, and she vomited so many times that I was so busy cleaning up the mess. So I just didn't have time to fold the laundry and had to leave it there.
Well, that only seems to be like an excuse to me. Anyway, if you have any complaints to me, then you should do your chores perfectly before coming to me. Since you're irresponsible and handle things so roughly, you should work on how to improve the quality of the chores. Can't you help starting to prepare a comfortable and tidy environment where I would think that I want to go home to relax?
All right, I get it. As I will try to put more effort in doing the chores, I need you, Ken, to try to spend more time with the family. So can you please try to consider that as well?
All right, but that's if you do your job first.
Anyway, I'm just worried about you, so don't try to work so hard, okay? I'm going ahead to get some sleep, but be sure to come home safely.
Hey, Nina, can you take my gray coat out to the dry cleaners? Because I'm planning to wear it on my business trip the day after tomorrow, so I need you to take it there immediately.
Well, that's so sudden. Does your coat really have to be dry cleaned?
Yeah, because you haven't taken it to the dry cleaners even once last year, right?
Yeah? But I'm sorry, I just don't think I can do that for you right now.
Why can't you go to the dry cleaners today? Is there anything wrong?
Because I've been sleeping all day due to my headache.
Oh, housewives are so free from responsibilities. You get to sleep all day just because you have a simple headache.
But I was just laying down because I wasn't feeling well at all.
Even if I had a headache, I'd just take some medicine and would have to go to work anyway. And that's what all working adults go through, you know. We have responsibilities and basically have to go to work no matter what. But you can basically do whatever you want staying home. You're just too spoiled and lazy.
But I have such a big headache, and it hurts so bad that it's hard for me to move and do things.
Oh, really? But even so, I need you to go to the dry cleaners anyway and get that coat cleaned up. Because, unfortunately, I have no choice but to go on the business trip, even if I have a headache or catch a cold.
But you need to understand that even if I do go, you probably won't be able to receive the coat by the time you go on your business trip. Because I believe the dry cleaners need more days to finish it up. Hey, Ken, about this trip of yours, is it really only about business?
Huh? What are you saying so suddenly? Of course it is. What other reason do you think it is besides business?
Well, I'm concerned about something Mia said to me. She said that she saw you the other day and...
Well, I see her every morning, so of course she sees me.
No, she was actually saying that she saw you outside walking with another woman on the weekends.
Huh? Really? Exactly where?
The other day, Mia went to a hotel buffet with her friend's family. And surprisingly, it seems that Mia saw you there at the hotel in that situation.
Really? Well, that must be a mistake. Didn't she see someone else that looks like me?
Do you really think Mia will make a mistake seeing you?
Well, you know, since we haven't been talking frequently at home, because I've been busy.
But we're a family, you know. Of course she can tell who her father is, so I doubt that she may be wrong.
Hey, are you still gonna continue this ridiculous conversation?
Ugh, does this seem so ridiculous to you? I want you to be honest and take this seriously because Mia and I have been really worried. And I was thinking about this ever since, and wasn't really sure if I should ask you about this directly or not.
Well, you know that I'm so busy every day that I don't have any time to have an affair anyway. I'm always working overtime, and I was even at my boss's house over the weekend. So if you still think that I'm suspicious of having an affair, then go ahead and ask my boss. I'm sure my boss can be a good witness for this.
Oh, really? Is that so? Okay, I got it.
And you know that Mia is still just a kid. She still probably sees things and get things wrong. So it's absolutely ridiculous to believe each and every word she says.
Well, I'm so sorry to have suspected you like this. But I want you to understand that I was just worried because you haven't been at home these days.
Oh, I really envy housewives since they have so much time to spend thinking about those kinds of things. Isn't your headache getting worse because you're thinking too much about ridiculous matters? You're so useless not even being able to control your health condition.
You don't have to say things in that horrible way.
You're the one who brought up this ridiculous matter and started all this. This is really annoying, suspecting me of something I haven't done, so don't ever talk about this matter again, got it? Because if you start this again, I'll get absolutely furious.
Hey Ken, I'm sorry, but can you please try coming home now?
What? That's impossible for me to do now, because you know that I'm about to go on a business trip.
I understand, but I just want to ask you to at least take me to the hospital. I just don't feel well, and my fever has gone up to 39 degrees, so I think I might have the flu. Since I don't think I can make it to the hospital on my own, I need help getting there.
Huh? If it might be the flu, then I absolutely don't want to be with you now. I definitely can't get sick at a time like this.
But if I stay this way, then I might give the flu to Mia as well, and I really want to avoid that from happening.
Well, I don't think that's a problem, because it's not like you both have a job or anything. Oh, right. So is this a lie, too, that you're not feeling well? You're saying this because you want to cause trouble to me again?
You do know that I was sleeping all day, right? So I can't believe you can say such a thing in this situation.
Oh, and that was a lie, too, right? The text that Mia sent me saying she wanted me to come home now? But that was done by your direction, right?
Nope, that's definitely not me. Because I didn't know about that at all. So knowing that I wasn't feeling well, I guess Mia went all the way trying to ask for help from you too. But I suppose that didn't even change your mind about this either.
Come on, don't make any excuses. I'm so disappointed in you. Don't lie and cause any more trouble to me, you old lady. And remember, an old lady's needy behavior is just so disgusting, you know? I'm so busy with work that I just don't have any time for this. So if you're really sick, then why don't you just keep quiet and get some sleep? Because I can't do anything for you, so don't rely on me. And whatever you say, it will not stop me from going on the business trip. Hey, Mia? Daddy's coming back home from the business trip tomorrow. I bought lots of souvenirs for you, so look forward to it.
I'm not excited at all.
Hey, don't say such a thing. I'm sure you'll like it. And how's Mom doing? Is she feeling all right now? I'm so sorry Daddy couldn't stay at home and had to go to work at a time like this. I really wanted to take Mom to the hospital, but I just had to go on my business trip, you know?
Mom has been sick and is sleeping in her bed ever since.
Oh, really? I guess she's still feeling sick. Well, tell Mom to keep taking a good rest. And Mia, what were you doing all the time? You probably didn't have anything to do because today was a holiday, right?
Dad, I'm just going to burn it now.
What, did you just say burn?
Yup, since Dad, you don't need Mia or Mom anymore, do you? So, I've decided to burn everything.
Hey, wait, Mia. I need you to calm down and listen to me. What are you actually trying to burn? I hope you're not possibly trying to burn your sleeping mom, right? And what does everything mean? Because burning things are dangerous, so I need you to stop now and reconsider what you're trying to do.
Dad, you don't have to come home at all.
What? What do you mean by that?
Because even if you come home, Mia and Mom will not be there anyway. So goodbye, Dad.
Hey, Nina! Just answer the phone! I need you to answer as soon as possible! Please, Nina!
Hi, Ken. What's wrong?
Oh, Nina, is it you? You finally answered, so that means you're all right? You're still alive?
Yeah. I'm answering to you because I am okay.
Thank God, I was so scared. You see, I just came back from the business trip now.
But weren't you supposed to come home tomorrow?
Well, that's because Mia suddenly said that she was gonna burn everything, and she said that you were sleeping all day, and you were ignoring my text all the time, right? So I was worried that maybe something bad happened to both of you.
Well, that's because I was sleeping all day up until now and wasn't checking the text messages.
Oh, really? So nothing bad has happened, and both of you are okay? Well, that's a relief. So where exactly are you now? Because Mia was saying that both of you wouldn't be at our house when I come home. I have the souvenirs I need to give Mia and you from the business trip, so come back home as soon as possible. Since it seems that you've gone out somewhere, that means you're now feeling better, right?
I'm sorry, but Mia and I are not going back home.
What? Why are you not coming home?
Because I plan to live at my parents' house with Mia from now on. So, can you just divorce me?
What are you saying, Nina?
Well, I'm just saying that I want you to divorce me. That shouldn't be any problem, right? Because it seems that you already have someone more important to you than our family.
Hey, do we have to go back to that conversation again? Are you still suspicious that I'm having an affair with someone? I told you I definitely am not having an affair.
But you were just enjoying the trip with your partner, right? So now I'm asking you, what are you trying to say?
I'm telling you that it was just a business trip and not a trip to enjoy an affair.
But unfortunately, I have proof.
Huh? What do you mean?
Since Mia said she saw you with that woman, I had an infidelity investigation run about your recent behaviors. And surprised to know, you were actually having an affair with your boss who's a woman, didn't you? It's Mrs. Ingrid, isn't it?
No, that's not true.
I have actual proof of pictures and videos, you know? And you're still going to deny it?
No, you've got to listen to me. It's not like I was trying to have an actual affair. I was just trying to get along with my boss, hoping that it may lead to getting a promotion in the future.
Even if it was for a promotion, you still had a relationship with her, and that's a fact, right?
Well, I couldn't refuse because she practically forced me to. So you need to believe me. It's not like I had a relationship because I liked her or we were in a love relationship. I thought I can use her in a way business-wise. So I just had to continue this relationship even though I knew it was not the right thing to do.
Well, I absolutely don't care what kind of relationship you had with her, because that has nothing to do with Mia and me.
Yes, it does, because I went through all of that to get promoted so our family can live a better life, you know? You see, Mrs. Ingrid was so hysterical and was a really difficult person to deal with, but once we got closer, working with her started to go smoothly, and she promised that she'll support me with my promotion next year.
But from looking at the investigation reports, it doesn't look like it was simply a business relationship, because it looked like you were actually enjoying being with her.
I was just trying to pretend to be a convenient guy for her. Hey, Nina, you've got to believe me. I have no intention to divorce you or to ruin our family relationship, and I definitely don't want to be separated from Mia either.
I have always been thinking that your actions were so suspicious throughout this year. I was worried all the time, but just didn't have the courage to investigate the truth. But as you gradually started prioritizing your work over our family, and when I finally decided to face this, Mia just spotted you having an affair with that woman. So, who Mia saw was not someone else, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Because Mia actually saw you two getting on the elevator flirting with each other.
What? Really?
At first, I thought it was a scene where she saw you just walking with Mrs. Ingrid. So, I thought that it may have actually been a mistake like you said. But once I talked to her about considering a divorce with you, she talked to me about everything she witnessed. I just can't believe you were flirting out in public with her like that. And how can you actually show a scene like that to our daughter Mia? Can you imagine how hurt and shocked she was seeing that happening in front of her?
Hey, I'm so sorry for that. I just feel so horrible and don't know what I should do. Mia probably is disgusted about me, isn't she?
Well, I do think so. If Mia was an adult, she might be able to handle the situation differently, but you know, she's still in elementary school, so I assume she was really depressed and confused about seeing that. But even so, first she only told me the overall facts and tried to hide the details from me. She was so considerate about talking to me since she didn't want to destroy the family relationship. Can you understand how she felt trying to cover it all up and not being able to talk to anyone about this?
I'm really sorry.
I think there's someone else that you absolutely need to apologize to first. And by the way, Mia said that she burned everything you gave her today. She said she went to the trash disposal center with my mother.
Oh, so that's what she was referring to, saying she was gonna burn everything. I guess I really need to apologize to Mia about this immediately. So can I go over to your house now? Please, just give me a chance to apologize to her.
No, don't try coming over here to apologize, because I can't allow you to meet her. I know it's just going to cause more trouble if you come here now. Because Mia's feelings haven't calmed down yet, so I assume she just needs more time.
Okay, I understand. Well, then let's discuss about the divorce after Mia's feelings have calmed down.
What? No way. I'm going ahead to proceed with the divorce anyway, and there's no way I'm changing my mind about this.
But we should try to prioritize Mia's feelings first, right?
Oh, if that's the case, then you don't have to worry about that because she absolutely agrees with our divorce. And it's not like her hurt feelings are going to heal within a few months. It's something she's going to have to continue to deal with as she gradually gets older.
But I'm saying that I don't want to divorce you! So can we discuss this again and reconsider continuing our marriage?
I don't care about your feelings at all. Because remember, you're the one who betrayed our family first. This all happened because you had an affair.
I'm so sorry. I really want to apologize to you. I was absolutely wrong. So please don't go through this divorce. I'm begging you, Nina. Please forgive me.
If you were going to regret this, I wish you hadn't gotten an affair before this all happened in the first place. And if you had taken more action trying to express your love and showed how much you cared for the family, I suppose this wouldn't have ended up in a divorce. I would have possibly reconsidered our marriage, but unfortunately, I couldn't expect that from you either.
Believe me, I will definitely promise to prioritize our family first from now on, and I will also stay at home on the days off from work. Also, if there's any place you want to go, I'll take you there whenever you want. Just ask me anything and I'll try to work things out for the family.
It's definitely too late to promise that you will prioritize the family matters after going through all of this. Unfortunately, you've lost our trust, so Mia and my feelings will never change and come back to you. At least, I'm determined to go through this divorce because I never want to live with you again. I definitely don't need a husband or a father who lies all the time and goes on to have an affair thinking that our family is not important. After going through many discussions with my husband, finally I was able to divorce him. Of course, I hold the custody of my daughter now, but my husband also has the right to meet her once every month. However, since we must prioritize my daughter's feelings first, if she is not willing to see him, I guess my husband can never meet her again. So, I'm respecting her feelings, leaving that option all up to my daughter to decide. And since this was an affair with his boss within the working place, as I reported the affair to my husband's company, it was revealed that my husband and his boss used this trip as a business trip and put this under travel expenses. So eventually, the boss being the main culprit of this was fired, and my husband was demoted and relegated. Although the boss who got fired was still determined to be together with my husband after going through this incident, my husband had just refused doing so, putting an end to that relationship. And because of that, it seems that my husband was chased by his boss for a while as she just didn't want to break up with him. And unfortunately, my husband hasn't had the chance to meet my daughter not even once yet. Even though my husband wants to meet her, it seems that my daughter is just not ready for that. But as it is all his fault that this happened in the first place, I actually don't feel sorry for him at all. And I do think that he deserves this as he needs to regret what he has done. But even if there is no response from my daughter, if he really thinks she is important to him, then I hope he continues to properly pay for child support expenses until she becomes an adult. And as a father, I hope he never tries to live a disrespectful life as he did before. As my daughter has now calmed down a little, I'm so relieved to see her laughing a lot again like she used to. With the support from my parents and people around her, I guess she's gradually starting to deal with and overcome this. But actually witnessing the scene of her father having an affair, I think it will take more time for her to deal with this. I guess she'll probably have a strict mind towards men and may even continue to have some bad prejudice over them. By having the help from others as well, I would like to support her so she can gradually be able to trust adults and men in the future. And as my daughter is the most important and precious person in my life, as her parent, I hope to continue to take care of her with continuous love and support. Thank you for watching Peep Talk videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to leave any comments. Please visit us again to check the next video.
Hi, Aunt Melissa? I'm pretty hungry right now. So can I go over to your house now to eat something?
Hi, Tim. Are you staying at home all alone? Where have your parents gone to?
Yeah, I'm alone at my house now, and Mom and Dad went out somewhere, but I don't know where.
Oh, really? Well, of course you are welcome to come over, but it's raining heavily here, so I don't think you should go out by yourself. So I think I should pick you up at your house. Can you just stay there and wait a little bit until I come?
Oh, you're coming all the way here to pick me up?
Yeah, I'm actually out shopping with your uncle right now, so I can pick you up at your house right after we finish shopping. Once we get home, then let's have lunch at our house.
Wow, that's great! Thanks, Aunt Melissa. And Uncle Todd will be there too?
Yeah, since he's off from work today, he'll be there too. He's looking forward to seeing you too, and is saying that he wants to play games with you after having lunch.
Yeah, I wanted to play with him too. I'm definitely gonna win over Uncle Todd today.
Well, Uncle Todd is also saying that he's not going to lose today either. So, can you wait a little more until I come pick you up? I know you must be hungry, so I'm so sorry to keep you waiting there. But we'll probably be able to finish shopping in about 10 minutes, so it shouldn't take that long.
Don't worry, because I can stay at home all by myself now.
Tim, that's so impressive, since I know you're only in 3rd grade.
No, actually, I'm already in 3rd grade, so I'm a big boy now. And Mom said that 3rd grade students can do anything by themselves. So I'm supposed to be able to do everything I can now, but unfortunately, I still can't cook. I guess I need to be able to learn how to do that by myself, too, so I won't have to starve.
Of course, you don't have to be able to cook yet, because cooking can be pretty dangerous to do on your own. So don't worry, you're already doing enough by yourself.
Well then, I wish I had enough money. Then I could just go out and buy any food at the convenience store without preparing to cook on my own. You know, my dog Spot is actually eating more snacks than I am.
Oh, really? Why does he get more snacks than you do?
Well, it's because our neighbors always bring Spot some snacks for him, so that's why he gets to eat more food than me.
Oh, I see. Well then, let's eat some snacks together at my house too.
Yeah, that's great, because I can always drink juice at your house.
I'm glad you're so excited about coming to our house. Oh, that's right. By the way, your dog Spot lives outside, right? Is he going to be okay out in the rain all day? I'm a bit worried that he might get really wet staying outside.
Well, he is staying in his doghouse outside, but he's all covered with dirt because of the rain.
Oh, poor doggy. Then I guess we should take Spot along with us too. Because I wouldn't want him to get drenched in the rain and get sick or anything. He does like taking a bath, doesn't he? So I guess we should probably put him in a bath right away when we get home too.
Sure, I'll help you make him take a bath too.
Thank you, Tim. That's so nice of you. Let's make Spot squeaky clean and stay at our house together until your parents come home. Anyway, so can you get ready and prepare your change of clothes by the time we get there?
Yeah, sure I will.
And your uncle will let your mom know that you'll be staying at our house, so don't worry about that, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Well then, I'll see you later. And remember, we'll be there as soon as possible, so just stay there and wait until we come, okay? Hello, Laura. How have you been doing? Is it okay to talk to you now? Oh, hi, Melissa. I'm surprised to hear from you since it's always my brother who actually contacts me. Is there anything wrong? As you might have already heard this from my husband, but it's about Tim that I also need to discuss about with you. What? Are you going to talk about this to me too? Oh, please. I've already heard enough from my brother, you know? So I absolutely don't want to hear more complaints about our parenting. Because, since this is about our family, could you just leave us alone and mind your own business? No, I don't want you to misunderstand. I'm not trying to complain. I just want to ask you a favor, so can you please listen to what I have to say? Well, if it's possible, would you be able to try to look after Tim and care for him a little more? I'm a bit worried about him these days.
Well, thanks for the advice, but I am his mother, so I do think that I'm already taking good care of him right now. That's why Tim has grown this big and is so independent on his own now, right? So, honestly, I don't think there's any problem to discuss with you about.
Well, that is true, but I do think Tim looks a little skinnier than his other friends. Of course, I understand that there are differences among personal growths, so I'm not saying that being skinny is bad or anything. But you know that he gives us a call and comes over to our house to eat food often. I'm so worried because he seems to be always hungry, so I wasn't sure if he was eating enough at home. And don't you think calling us is a sign from Tim wanting some kind of help?
Oh, if it's about that, then please don't worry because I'm giving him enough food to live. And because I actually went through some tough times losing weight before, I want Tim to control his diet and continue to be slim. It's not like Tim isn't actually healthy now, right? And of course, Tim is eating the school lunch every day at elementary school, so I think his diet is balanced out with that as well. So I do think that you're worrying too much about his diet. It's not like I'm not considering about his nutrition, you know.
But he is in his growth period now, so I don't think you need to make him go through dietary restrictions and just let him eat as much as he wants to.
Ugh. Can you please stop sticking your nose into our family business? As I said to my brother before, we're the actual ones who are taking care of Tim every day and not you two. It's not like we're being violent to him, so you don't have the right to say that our parenting is wrong. I am taking care of him with great affection in my own way. So, there is absolutely nothing you should say about Tim and our relationship.
Of course, I understand. But if so, then I want you to take Tim out with you more often when you actually go out on the weekends. Because Tim seemed pretty lonely, saying that he hasn't been going anywhere with both of you when he came over yesterday. You haven't been taking him out to places for several years, right?
Ugh, you need to understand that we have our own matters, you know? I have my own life too, so I don't plan to adjust my schedule to Tim's everyday life. Because it's us adults that have the right to decide about our lives and happiness. And Tim is actually completely fine staying home alone now on his own since he can do anything by himself now. You see, my husband and I are so exhausted working every day. Under that situation, why do we have to use our days off to always be with Tim?
I'm not saying that you should use all of your days off for him. Maybe just try taking him for a walk nearby in the neighborhood. Or even going out shopping is enough for Tim to make him happy and satisfied.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Melissa, you're just a part-time housewife, aren't you? You don't work long hours and you mostly stay at home. And you don't actually have any kids. So I guess you'll never understand what we're going through. So, I think you shouldn't be giving us any advice.
Well, unfortunately, that's true. But I was actually a child before too, so I do believe I can at least understand how Tim feels now from that point of view.
So, that's why I'm saying that I don't intend to adjust my plans to my child. We have our own plans and our own lives which we want to prioritize too. Or are you saying that parents have to stay with their children all the time and sacrifice our freedom and happiness? You know, the birth rate of the society is declining because of stereotyped people like you who think that way. So if you're so concerned about this, why don't you try giving birth to children before making complaints to other people's parenting? Because you will never be able to understand all the trouble parents are going through.
Well, I'm just saying that it would be better if both of you can try to make some quality time with Tim for his sake. You know that Tim is still in 3rd grade and he's just a boy. And from looking at how Tim is doing these days, I do believe he still needs you and your husband's affection. It should definitely make him more happy and satisfied.
Well, I absolutely don't think so. Because Tim is doing perfectly fine under this current situation. You know that we even bought him a pet dog so he won't be lonely at home. And Tim can practically do anything on his own now, so I don't think there shouldn't be any problems having him stay at home.
Ugh, don't you understand I'm saying this to you because I don't think he is actually okay in this situation? Have you even noticed that there are so many things he still can't do on his own yet? Even though he tries to act like he's doing fine alone at home, he does seem to need some help from what I see.
Will you quit saying that? I think I know enough about my own son. And though I'm actually related to my brother, honestly, you're just a stranger to me, right? As a stranger, you don't have the right to say anything to me. So don't stick your nose into other strangers' parenting, okay? If you like it or not, we're going to continue with this parenting style because that's something we parents decide.
I do understand that nothing I say is persuasive to you since I have never raised a child, but I'm telling you how I feel from looking after Tim these days. I just think he needs some help. Since he's trying to be so responsible that he can do things by himself now, he probably just hesitates to convey his true feelings and doesn't try to ask for help from others.
But you've only been looking after him like these past 6 months since you moved close to us, right? So don't act like you know everything about Tim, okay? I'm the one who has taken care of him since I was even pregnant and knows everything about Tim. All we're trying to do is make Tim become independent so he can be able to do anything by himself.
Well, I actually don't think being independent is just being able to do everything by himself. I think it is also important to be emotionally stable, to be able to express your own feelings, and to ask for help when you really need it. That's what being truly independent is.
Oh, you're so annoying. Don't give me your opinion since you don't have any kids. Why don't you try to give birth and take care of a child before making complaints like that? You should know that parenting differs in each way. As I already mentioned this to my brother, don't ever try to get involved with us again.
Hey, Aunt Melissa!
Oh, is that you, Tim? It's been quite a while since we talked last time. Have you been okay with everything these days?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Oh, really? I'm so glad to hear from you and know that you're doing okay. Since I haven't been hearing from you, and you haven't been visiting us lately, Uncle Todd and I were worried about you all the time.
You were worried about me?
Yeah, we were always wondering how you were doing, Tim.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about me at all, because I'm a big boy and I can do anything by myself, you know. Guess what? I can even sleep in the doghouse with Spot now. So I'm not afraid of spending the nights alone by myself anymore.
What? You're spending the night alone with Spot? And you're going to sleep in his doghouse? What's going on? Does that mean that you're going to sleep outside in the dark just by yourself?
Yep, that's right, because my mom told me to sleep in the doghouse, so I'm staying home outside with Spot.
Even though you are staying home alone, I just don't understand. Why can't you just stay inside your house and sleep in your bed like you always do? And where has your mother gone, and when is she actually going to come back?
Nope, I'm not allowed to go inside the house because Mom says she's going on a trip for a while, so she doesn't want me alone inside the house. She gets really angry if I make the house a mess doing things on my own. So it's actually better for me to just stay outside with Spot in his house until Mom does come home.
Tim, I'm sorry, but I can't just let you go through this any longer. So I'm going to have to go over to your house right away.
Why are you coming?
I'm picking you up and taking you home, so let's sleep together at our house.
No, but I just can't do that, because Mom says I can't go over to you and Uncle Todd's house anymore. And if I do go, she said that I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Spot.
Oh, don't worry, Tim. That's absolutely not going to happen. And even if it does, I will definitely help you as soon as possible.
Really?
Yes, I promise. And of course, you can bring Spot along with you to our house. So, let's spend the night together at our house with you, Tim, Spot, and me.
But Mom will definitely get angry at me if I do that, right?
No, I promise I won't let that happen to you. By the way, Tim, aren't you getting cold staying outside?
Yeah, it is pretty cold. But yesterday I was able to sleep outside thanks to Spot, because Spot warmed my body up sleeping next to me.
Did your parents leave the house yesterday? And you've been staying outside ever since that?
Yeah, but Mom said not to tell you or Uncle Todd and to keep it a secret. Oops. Oh no, what should I do? I wasn't supposed to tell you that. I just said everything to you and I broke my promise I made with Mom.
Hey, don't worry because I'll make it look like I didn't know about this and I was the one who found you at your house. So now I'm on my way to your house with your uncle to pick you up, okay? Oh, and of course, assuming from that situation, you haven't eaten anything, have you? So you must be really hungry. Okay, so once we get home, let's eat some hot stew together and get yourself warmed up.
Yeah, actually, I was getting pretty hungry, you know. And Aunt Melissa, thank you for everything. I'm so happy that both you and Uncle Todd are always so kind and care about me.
Melissa? What have you done now? I can't find Tim and Spot, and they are not at our house. So I'm assuming you did take both of them to your house, didn't you?
Oh, Laura, you're finally home now. Did you just come back from your trip?
Oh, damn it. So you heard everything from Tim, didn't you? I can't believe that boy just speaks about everything and can't even keep a secret.
No, that's not true. Tim didn't say anything, so I was actually the one who asked him about what was going on.
Well, I don't really care about that now. Since I'm home, I need you to return Tim back to us right now. And I guess our stupid dog, too.
Sorry, Laura, but I can't do that. I'm not letting Tim or Spot go back home to you. Don't you still realize the horrible things you've been doing to Tim? Seriously, are you out of your mind?
Hey, are you trying to criticize me about my parenting again? Because I definitely don't want to hear about this from you anymore. I'm taking care of Tim, teaching him how to do things by himself when he's alone. And I left him home because as a mother, I knew he was independent enough to handle everything on his own. So, I don't see what the problem is. And I don't think you have a right to criticize me.
Listen to me, Laura. You made your third-grade son stay home all alone in a doghouse. He spent the night outside in the dark with his dog, being cold and hungry. What were you actually going to do if something happened to Tim? Even if he did stay home inside, if you two are not there for several days, don't you understand that accidents may occur in a situation like that?
Oh, please. Can you just stop saying that? I've already had enough of this. You see, I just came back from my trip and I'm so exhausted. I don't have any time to listen to some old lady's lectures. So you'd better just return Tim to us right now. If not, I will even call the police about this.
Well, if it's about that, then we already did call the police. So you don't need to worry.
Huh?
Well, of course we did. Because you just left on a trip leaving your child at home all alone. Parents have the responsibility to raise and take care of their children.
So, I'm saying that I'm raising him perfectly.
Having a child stay alone outside in a doghouse while the parents are on a trip? Is that how you raise a child?
But even so, I haven't done anything wrong to be caught by the police. I believe you and Todd are the ones who will get arrested. Because you just took away our child without saying anything to us who have the parental authority.
Well, that's no problem because we even called the Child Guidance Center and confirmed everything, so we're all good. as of right now, Todd is discussing about what we can do for Tim from now on. So you should realize that what you did is a complete crime.
What? A crime? Are you serious? I'm making him go to school and raising him. So tell me, what's the actual problem? I only had him stay alone for a few days, so I don't see why you're making such a big fuss about this.
Well, don't you know that there are actual cases where mothers who leave their children alone get arrested?
What?
I guess you need to watch the news more often. And be aware of what you're doing and realize how irresponsible you are as a parent. Because your parenting is way off the ordinary standards of other parents.
So you're saying that I'm a criminal just because I went on a trip? Because it's not like I left a baby at home or anything. Tim is in 3rd grade, and he can do things by himself, you know?
Even if Tim was able to do certain things on his own, he is still a child, you know? And if you were going to make him stay alone in the doghouse, we definitely wanted you to say something to us before you actually left for the trip. Because my husband and I do care about Tim as he is an important family member to us too. We wouldn't want anything to happen to him and would definitely regret if something actually did.
Well, you and Todd always say bad things about our parenting.
Though there were so many more things we actually wanted to say to you, we've only tried to say to you the least things to care about Tim. Like whenever Tim came over to our house saying he wanted to eat something, we never said that it was troublesome or bothered us, did we? Since we knew that Tim needed you and his father, I thought that was fine. But since Tim seemed like he was feeling lonely from hearing his comments and from looking at his figure and facial expressions, I just thought that I needed to discuss this with you one last time for Tim's sake. So I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like I was just complaining or blaming everything on you.
Are we really going to be arrested by the police? Isn't there any way to avoid that?
Well, honestly, I can't decide that on my end, because the police are the ones to make that final judgment about your behavior.
Melissa, you have to believe me and listen. Actually, you have to blame my husband for this. Because it's my husband who doesn't look after Tim at all, and was his idea to go on a trip leaving Tim at home all alone.
But even so, if you did agree to that and went on the trip, then you have that responsibility too.
And you have to know that my husband even does hit me sometimes. So I couldn't refuse his orders because I was afraid of his violence. So please, can you just tell the police that this was all just a misunderstanding? Can't you talk to the police again and make this look like I had to be out of the house because I was hospitalized with sickness?
You know that can be easily investigated, so it's completely useless to make such a lie.
I promise, Melissa. From now on, I will definitely take good care of Tim, and will never leave him alone and try to spend more time with him. I will make him eat more food and take him with me whenever I go out, and I will definitely do what you and Todd say.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's too late to listen to our advice now. If you are really serious and care about Tim, then you should admit that you're guilty and make many efforts to be able to live with him again.
I can't believe this. Why did you just have to make such a big deal out of this? If you could have just let things go. It's not like we treated Tim with violence. You didn't have to go all the way to make it a police matter. Tim is our child, and we are the ones who are actually taking care of him.
Although I try to respect the fact that there are so many different family values, I realize that your family's parenting had too many problems. And though this is something I actually didn't know, I guess there were already several reports to the Children's Guidance Center from your neighbors, right? Is it true that you kicked Tim out of your house so many times in the middle of the night? I heard that it was also becoming a problem at school as well. So I guess it's not just me who noticed these serious issues about Tim. And sooner or later, you would have been in the same situation anyway.
Well, I've been doing all that I can on my end, so don't blame everything on me. Please, Melissa, You gotta help me. This time, I promise I will handle everything correctly, and I will take good care of Tim.
Well, you'd better tell that to the police and not me. I just did what I at least can do on my end now. Because Tim was crying, saying that he was always lonely and things were getting really tough. I assumed Tim was always pretending to be strong and independent in front of adults. But as Tim finally talked to us about his true feelings, I believe his words and was also relieved to hear that. I just couldn't stand seeing him so unhappy anymore, so I just had to help him out. Since I have never had a child, honestly, I don't fully understand what you're going through, but it definitely looks like you've become a desperate adult that is actually being helped by your independent child. Right after that, unfortunately, Tim's parents both got arrested by the police. As my sister-in-law was actually saying, it looks like her husband's power harassment caused her to be so irresponsible about parenting. But it doesn't change the fact that my nephew was staying alone at home in the doghouse outside as Laura and her husband were enjoying going on the trip anyway. And in addition, from what I heard from the Children's Guidance Center, it seems that her husband made Tim go outside in the middle of the night, and even though he didn't actually hit them, he was chased around with a bat in her husband's hand. Although it will just be a short period of 2 months, Tim's parents were both imprisoned, admitting to their faults. And my sister-in-law decided to divorce her husband while she was in prison, and is saying that she wants to live together with my nephew after she gets out of there and starts living in a new environment. Of course, Tim's feelings come first, so it's up to him to decide, but I do really want to support him as much as possible. Though, I'm not sure if it's the right decision to return a child to a parent who did such horrible things to him. If I can actually be persuaded by my sister-in-law's change of attitude, regretting what she has done in the past to Tim, then when the time comes and we think she's ready, as a family, I would like to reconsider the situation and try to support her to move forward with her life as much as I can. But with that being said, I still want to prioritize supporting my nephew's emotional growth of mind and happiness together with my husband. Currently, my nephew and his dog Spot are staying at our house, but we were surprised to know that my nephew is actually a pretty mischievous boy now. But even so, I'm so relieved to see him show his true self to us just like an ordinary kid does in front of their parents. It seems that he no longer forces himself to pretend to be strong and independent and relies on us without any hesitation. So, if my nephew feels comfortable and chooses to live with us, of course we will accept that, and my husband and I are actually looking after him now, determined to take care of him until he becomes independent. Honestly, I don't know what will happen as this totally depends on my nephew's feelings and my sister-in-law's future situation, but I really wish my nephew will be able to find his true happiness, and we are fully prepared to support him in any possibilities as well. So my husband and I will continue to cooperate to spend quality time with our nephew so he can live together with us full of happiness. Thank you for watching Peep Talk videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please visit us again to check the next video.
I really don't want to go on this business trip.
You've been saying that since this morning.
Yeah, but it's so long. You can understand why I'm so bummed out, can't you? I can take 2 or 3 days away. I'm not going to complain about something that tiny every time my trip comes along. But this time I'm going to be gone for over a month. I think I'm entitled to some whining.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's the first time we'll be apart for so long.
I don't know if I can endure it. What am I supposed to do for a month?
If only our destination was a little closer to home. That way, you could come back home on the weekends, and you might not feel as depressed. But at least we've got our phones. You can call me whenever you feel lonely. I don't mind having a video call every night, either.
It's just been an endless line of business trips ever since I changed jobs. And to be honest, I'm just tired of it. And I'm really sorry to you because I'm never at home. I want to spend more time together, but it feels like work is just getting in the way. I don't remember the last time we went out and spent an entire day just chilling together.
Yeah, it's a shame. We haven't been on holiday together. Come to think of it, we haven't even been on a date for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I've got to make it up to you.
Don't apologize. I don't blame you. You're working really hard. I know that you spend more time at home if you could. But it's a busy period at work. You'll find time someday.
But it's really tough that we haven't been able to spend as much time together as husband and wife. I want to make the most of our first few years together.
Yeah, if you find it that tough, then why don't you think about finding a new job? There must be a position available somewhere else.
I don't know. I think it's a little too soon. It's only been a year and a half since I started working for this company, so I don't think it would look good on my CV if I was changing jobs this often.
Yeah, I get that, but you're just going to exhaust yourself if you keep on working so hard. You don't want to risk overworking and end up suffering from a mental breakdown because you feel that you haven't had any breaks from the business trips. You should put your health first.
But besides the frequent business trips, the benefits this company offers really are the best, and can't see myself working anywhere else. I got health insurance, life insurance, and the bonuses are top class. I can get paid time off pretty much whenever I want, and my managers are all really great people. I don't think I could find a position with better conditions than this.
That's true. And you seem like you're having a lot more fun than you were in your last job. You really look like you're enjoying yourself, so it just makes me worry when you have such an allergic reaction to the business trips. I mean, you start to pull a I don't want a tantrum the second a trip comes up.
But can you blame me? It's the same feeling that everyone gets on a Sunday night when it dawns on them that the weekend's over and they got work the next day. It's just a temporary thing, so you don't have to worry that much. It's not so bad that it's a mental or physical strain. I just don't want to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel the same way. I feel exactly the same way on Sundays, and I just want to call up and take a sick day because I feel so lazy. But I end up going on Monday morning because I realize it's not that big a deal. Working is just such a pain in the ass. I wish we could just lie around and do nothing all day.
Now that's way too lazy. But I do really hate the idea of going on business trips. Apparently it's pretty rare for someone to have to go on a business trip that's this long. So I'll just have to suck it up.
Really? So this 1 month-long business trip is just especially long for a reason?
Yeah, my manager mentioned that it's rare for them to organize a business trip like this one. He even said that it's an honor that I've been asked to go on this trip. I guess I should feel lucky for being chosen to tackle this project.
Exactly. You should listen to what your manager said. They chose you because they believe that you can handle this. It means that they have high expectations of you and that they trust you with such an important job. Isn't that amazing? And it hasn't even been 2 years since you started working with them.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about it now that you say that. Thanks for encouraging me.
Great. Then do you think that you can do your best for me?
But I still feel sad that we'll be so far apart. I'll be so lonely without you, Kiara.
Now you're just being all lovey-dovey again. But I'm really happy you think so. I feel the same way.
Do you really think that I can manage for so long without you? I'll be super lonely, even if we had a video call every single night.
Then why don't you come back home on your days off? They can't control what you do or where you go on the weekends. Or do you want me to go and see you?
But it's going to be pretty far. Are you sure you can come and see me?
That doesn't matter. I'd go anywhere to see you.
Do you really mean that? Would you come and see me every weekend?
I don't know about going every single weekend, but I want to see you just as much as you want to see me. I'll go as often as I can.
Great. That makes me feel a lot better. Just thinking about you coming up to see me is a good motivator.
Then do your best. If you like where you're working right now, then you just have to do your best and show them what you can do. If you do a good job on this project, you might even have a promotion waiting for you.
Yeah, you're right. I'll work as hard as I can. Why does every single day feel so long when you're not with me? I can't wait for this business trip to finally be over. I can't believe that I have to go out for dinners and meetings with my colleagues and clients on the weekends too. I just want to see you.
Sounds like you've been having a tough time. Are you okay? But I guess this is the work you have to do for all the great benefits the company gives you. If you just think of it as a way to break the ice with your clients and secure the contract with them, then it'll be much easier to make future contracts with them.
But it just feels like I'm sacrificing way too much just for this business trip. I get along really well with all my colleagues, and the clients all seem like really nice people, so I don't really mind, but the one I really want to see is you.
You were just saying that you love your job just a week or so ago. This might not be the most pleasant part of it, but every job has its downsides. This balances everything out. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. It's a shame we can't even meet on the weekends.
I'm really sorry you had to cancel the tickets you booked to come over. You made plans to come and cheer me up, but work ruined that for us.
It's fine, don't worry about it. But I wonder what I should do. I'm pretty bored of spending the weekends all on my own too. I wanted to go and see you, but that didn't go well, so I've got nothing to do.
If it makes you lonely being at home on your own, why don't you go out? I'm not there to get in your way, so you should spend your weekends the way you want, without any restraint. You're free to do anything.
Free, huh? I guess that's true. At times like these, I wonder what I got up to when I was still single. What on earth was I doing?
You spent a lot of time going on trips and traveling around the country. Why don't you go cycling again? You told me that you went cross-country cycling when you were in college.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember. That all feels like an age ago. But that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should take some time off of work and go on a trip. If I take a week or two off, I don't have to choose a destination. And I can just go wherever the wind takes me.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Why don't you do that? You said that you've got a lot of paid holidays that you need to use up. You might as well use them now. There's no time like the present. And you're not that busy this time of year, right? It's perfect.
Yeah, we've all got loads of time on our hands. Nobody else is on leave, and if I wanted to take a long period of time off of work, this is probably the time to do it. But is it really okay for me to go and take a holiday? You're working so hard on your business trip, so I'd feel really bad if I was having so much fun.
What are you talking about? I want you to have fun when you can. I don't want you getting stressed out or feel like you have to hold back just because I'm having a hard time at work.
You don't want to come home to a crabby wife.
It's not that I don't like it when you're crabby. I'm just scared about the consequences. I don't want my business trip to be the reason why you feel stressed or anything. To be honest, I feel better just knowing that you're having a good time thanks to me being away on work. I'll be happy that you're happy, and you won't feel as lonely while you're enjoying your trip, so why don't you?
Yeah, I will. Thank you, Spencer.
Hey, how's your trip been? Are you having fun?
I'm having the best time ever. I was so excited that I ended up leaving really early in the morning while it was still pretty dark.
You're going by car, aren't you? Be careful during rush hour.
I will.
Where are you going to stay tonight? Or are you still deciding?
No, I've already decided that I'll stop the car at a camping site and sleep in the back.
That's great. It sounds like you're going on a little adventure. But don't catch a cold, all right?
I'll be okay. I've got a sleeping bag that's perfect for midwinter. The only thing I'll be catching is a lot of Z's. And sleeping in a car is a lot more comfortable than you think it is.
That's that's an experienced backpacker for you. You can sleep anywhere at any time. Nothing can stop you now.
I'm planning on visiting a friend in Arizona. The last time I saw her was when we graduated from college, so I really can't wait. We've got so much to catch up on.
Where are you headed after that?
I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to go wherever I feel like going, but I have some ideas in mind. What I really want to do is go and have a dip in a nice hot spring.
That sounds great. Even if you can sleep anywhere, it must be tiring to sleep in a car, so you've got to do something to relax and rest your body. It's not going to be as easy as it was when you were in your 20s.
I was just thinking that. I'm taking a break at a rest stop because my back started hurting from driving for so long. I was like, why do I feel so tired? And I realized, my God, I'm getting old. I still remember when I first got my license and I could drive anywhere without feeling tired at all. And now I'm stretching in the car park.
I thought so. Why don't you stop at a hotel instead? You don't have to force yourself to stay in the car if you're so tired. If you want to go to a hot spring, you could stay at a lodge nearby.
I don't know. Some places can be pretty expensive without a prior booking. I don't mind if it's cheap, but I don't want to spend too much money. I'll ask my friend when I see her tomorrow. She really loves visiting hot springs too, so she might know a good place.
It'd be good if there was a nice hot spring in Arizona.
I'm pretty sure there are plenty of wonderful hot springs on the West Coast. New Mexico might be a good destination for a hot spring. Maybe I'll head in that direction after seeing my friend. I don't mind going as long as it's within driving distance. I just want a nice hot spring experience to soothe my old body.
How far would it have to be for you to say, nope, I'm out? I feel like you'd go all the way to Alaska and would actually make it back in time for work.
Oh, come on. Alaska's way too far. But I think I could go to New York.
New York? It's on the other side of the country. Anyway, I just want you to enjoy yourself. You've got all this time to yourself. You might as well make the most of it by going wherever your heart takes you.
How about I drive over to where you are? I'd love to see you, Spence.
No, it's fine. Even if you came over, I don't think I'd be able to spend any time with you. And it would just waste your precious holiday. I'm a lot busier than I expected we would be, and to be honest, I'm exhausted. You don't have to come over. I just want you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's a shame. It looks like I won't be able to see you until your business trip is over.
Yeah, but now I can't wait to hear all about what you get up to on your trip after I come home. And maybe get a small souvenir or two. I want to know what you did and where you went. Just enjoy your trip until I can see you next. That's all that matters to me.
Ugh. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I want to go home. Be with you.
Yeah, you must be tired.
I just got out of a bath. Honestly, having a bath at the end of a long day of work is the next best thing to coming home to you.
Yeah, I know. Hot springs are the best, aren't they?
What? I just had a normal bath. I wish I could go to a hot spring, but I'm staying at an apartment that my company booked for me during this business trip.
Oh, really? Even though I just saw you coming out of the hot spring reserved for families? Who was that woman and the little boy you were with?
What?
What a coincidence. I was really surprised to see that they were staying in the same lodge, even though you should be in a completely different state. What are you doing here, Spencer?
What are you talking about? I'm not at a hot spring. You probably just saw someone that looks like me, my doppelganger or something.
If I'm not mistaken, Spencer, do you really think I couldn't recognize my own husband? I noticed you and that woman and decided to follow you. You're all staying in the City View suite, aren't you?
What? Are you really here? Are you waiting outside the room?
I knew that it was you. I can't believe you, but you don't have to be that afraid. I'm not going to do anything.
Please don't come inside. Just don't do anything rash, Kiara.
Were you cheating on me with a woman that has a child? Or is that kid yours? Were you hiding a second family from me this entire time?
Of course not. He's not my kid.
So you were cheating on me with a woman who already has a child. And she looks like she's much older than I am. She was really pretty. So what is it? You couldn't keep your hands off of a MILF?
Wait a second, Kiara. This is just a misunderstanding. I'm not cheating on you.
Then who the hell was that woman you were with? Who's that kid?
They're just relatives. I bumped into them when I decided to visit this hot spring on my day off.
If they're your relatives, then I better introduce myself to them, since I'm your wife. That means that there shouldn't be any problems with me coming inside and saying hi.
No, you can't.
There's no point trying to cover things up, Spencer. Every lie you tell is just digging you a bigger grave. I'm not an idiot. Did you really think that I would believe that she's a relative and you bumped into her? You shouldn't even be here. I know that you've been cheating on me.
Wait. If I shouldn't be here, then you shouldn't be here either. You were in Arizona. You said you were going to New Mexico.
I was in Arizona with my friend until lunchtime. We spoke, had some fun, and after thinking about where to go next, I took her advice and headed west instead of going to New Mexico. I never said that I was set on going anywhere. She recommended this place because the view of the sunset is really beautiful.
How did you manage to get a reservation today? It's impossible. It's a pretty popular hotel and spa, and you said that you wanted to stay somewhere cheap.
Well, I was lucky. I called, and there had been a cancellation, so I managed to get a room to myself. It was a real miracle. I thought I was really lucky, but obviously I have someone watching over me.
You're kidding. I've never heard of a coincidence like this before. Have you been following me since I left for my trip?
I wouldn't waste my time following you, but it's possible that God led me here in order to show me what an asshole you are. It shows that he's always watching, and that wrongdoings never go unpunished after all.
I'm sorry. I'll explain everything later. I promise. So would you please just go back to your room? I'm begging you. I can't let them find out about you like this.
You're telling me to back off so that I don't hurt the feelings of your precious mistress and your possible love child? You're kidding, right? Why should I? She should learn what happens when she takes someone else's husband and has the nerve to have an affair right in front of her own son.
No, please. I'm begging you, just leave. Give me a break. She doesn't know about you, I swear.
What? So you've been lying to her as well, even though she's got a kid? You're disgusting. You've been playing with her feelings too? She's probably been thinking that you're going to propose to her and become a father figure for her son.
I'll explain everything to her myself. She should hear it from me. So please, can you just leave her alone? There's a kid right here. I don't want to traumatize him by starting an argument between the three of us in front of him. Can't you tell how shocking that would be for him? Have some pity, Kiara.
And this is what you do to her? Yeah, I feel bad for the kid, but keeping quiet is just going to make his mom suffer. If I was her, I'd want to know as soon as possible so I can just be rid of you. I'd want to know that my boyfriend is cheating on me and that he's not worth the trouble, that he's a worthless piece of crap.
Yeah, but she doesn't have to know today. What does it matter whether I tell her today or tomorrow? It's the same thing. Just let them enjoy the trip while they can. Don't you have a heart? Don't you have any heart? They've been looking forward to this trip together for ages.
It's not the same. They've got to know now. Otherwise, you're going to go and have a fun dinner all together. Well, I have a dinner all on my own. I'm just going to look pathetic. Why should I suffer while you laugh and lie through your teeth just so that you can delay their pain? They should know that you betrayed them too. It's your fault that their trip has been ruined, not mine, dumbass.
Yeah, but you were on this trip alone to begin with. You're used to eating alone. It's just one more night. What's the big issue?
You really expect me to be able to eat while my husband's eating dinner with his mistress in the same hotel? Even if I was intending on eating alone, this changes everything. I can't sit and do nothing now that I know you've been doing all this time. I'm never going to forgive you for this.
Where did you take them, Kiara? Where are you?
We're all in my room. We spoke to a member of staff and asked them to bring their food to my room instead.
Why? What are you planning on doing?
What do you mean, why? Did you really think that your girlfriend would want to eat with you after finding out the truth about what you did?
So? You already told her everything?
Yeah. She's been crying nonstop, but she's furious with you for what you did. She thought that you were going to get married one day, just like I predicted. But now she's just angry that you weren't even that serious about her. The only thing that's on her mind is all of the lies you told her up until now.
I wasn't playing with her feelings.
What? So you're saying that you weren't serious about me? Even though you proposed to me?
No, that's not what I said.
What are you going to say that when you were serious about the both of us? That you really loved us both? That you thought that you could make us both happy? Because that excuse isn't going to work. Neither of us signed up for polygamy. We're not happy, Spencer. You're going to have to do better than that.
No, wait, just let me speak. Why is this happening?
And that's my line. I wonder why this happened. I just wanted to enjoy a nice road trip. Your girlfriend and her son just wanted to enjoy a nice stay at a hot spring. I'm shocked by this turn of events, too. I can't believe I believed you whenever you complained about having to go on too many business trips. I actually felt bad for you and did my best to make you feel better, but it was all a lie.
That wasn't a lie. I never lied about that.
No, it was a lie. Quit making excuses. Your girlfriend told me all the dates that you spent at her house with them. They match perfectly with the dates that you said it was going on business trips. In other words, you were leading a double life, using your work as an excuse to go and see her and make excuses for why you couldn't stay with them for long periods of time.
No, that's not true.
What's not true? If you don't like what I'm saying, then explain yourself, you piece of crap.
I wasn't trying to deceive either of you. I wanted to tell you the truth someday, I swear. But you were both so important to me that it became too difficult to tell the truth.
Huh? Important? If you really thought that we were important to you, then you wouldn't have lied to us in the first place. You wouldn't have been able to betray any of us if you really loved us. Everything you did insulted us as women and insulted our intelligence. You're not getting away with it that easily.
I'm really sorry. I really am sorry for what I did.
I'm not going to forgive you just because you're apologizing. I don't care what you do. I want a divorce and that's it. Your girlfriend says that she wants a divorce too.
Wait, please. Please don't say that. Both of you.
You're going to lose everything because you got too greedy.
Please, can we talk face to face? I don't want to have this conversation over the phone. Can you tell me where your room is? I'll go to you.
Nope, you don't have to come. And I don't want you to know where I'm staying. Your girlfriend is going to return to your room to talk to you. You can talk things through with her.
What? Alone?
Yeah, I'm going to be watching her son while you guys talk. She says that she can't leave without giving you a good knock in the head first. I advise her that she avoid hitting you in your room and go crazy on you in the bath area, since it'll be easier for the hotel to clean up. If she's charged with a cleaning or repair bill, then you better pay for it yourself. You owe her that much.
What? But you're going to just look the other way and let her hit me? I don't think violence is the answer.
Why don't you tell that to your girlfriend? You tricked her, but you deceived her son too. Of course she'd be mad. I don't have any right to stop her, and frankly, I don't want to. I think you deserve whatever you get. I'm cheering her on.
All right. I'll do my best to calm her down and talk to her. And then once I've talked to her, I want to have a proper conversation with you too.
What do you aim to gain from talking to us? And if you have to choose between us, who are you going to side with?
I want to be with you. You know that. I married you because I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
So you're just going to dump your girlfriend and her son? You've already got him calling you daddy. How's he going to feel when he finds out you've abandoned him? How are you going to take responsibility for making him feel unwanted and unloved? He's going to be traumatized by you just disappearing from his life.
But he's not my kid.
What?
I'm not his biological father, and I don't have any obligation to pay child support either.
You really are a disgusting man. I can't believe you could be so heartless. I'm going to file for divorce. I'll suck up every single cent you have for compensation. Oh, but I guess I have to leave some for your girlfriend.
What? Why? I said that I was going to choose you. Why are you going to divorce me? Why are you going to divorce me?
It doesn't make me happy knowing that a piece of crap like you chose me. I'd rather be alone than with you.
What? But I don't want to break up. I still want to be with you. Are you really sure about that? Can you handle being alone when I'm gone?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. If anything, I'm happy that I'll be able to move around freely and won't be held down by you anymore. I think I'll go back to being a backpacker and enjoy some new cross-country adventures again. After that, Spencer's girlfriend and her son left the hotel and went back home. I don't know exactly what happened between them while I was watching over her son, but I know that it must have been hell for Spencer, since I saw him the very next day with a swollen lip and a black eye. I left my husband at the hotel and came back home in the car I had been driving around in so that I could get started on preparing for the divorce. I plan on fighting with all the evidence I've got from his girlfriend in order to take all the money I can for compensation. It seems that she can't let him off with just the beating she gave him, because it seems that she complained to his company that he had been cheating on the both of us and told his managers everything that had happened between them. I found out that the company she was working for was actually a client of Spencer's company. They had met with their companies, had a business meeting, and had been in contract for a while until they began. Once their relationship became known among all of his colleagues, The entire office was whispering behind his back about it being a casting couch, and in the end, he was demoted from his position. Right now, he's still working for the same company, but he's been given the nickname Casting Couch Spencer, and rumors are still flying around about him. I finally returned to being single, and I've gone back to my old hobby of going on solo trips whenever I have time off of work. I've realized that life's a lot more fun when I can go and do what I want whenever I want, and I'm enjoying the single life.